Okay, we have audio, yay! Just as an FYI, Mr. CDP, the legendary beard himself, has put up a review of the Borgalt DLC on his YouTube channel. So that will be applicable to console players. If you want to go and check that out. He'll give you the rundown, the SP, and all of the various slot counts, the various features. So yeah, Mr. CDP, Borgalt. I was expecting that. Righty-o. So my friends, welcome back to the channel. We are here yet again on Ricciville. This is a 4X map, PC map by Mr. Oldman 102. We are just going to go over our various settings here. So I do have a 1440p monitor, IPS, Asus Designo 1440p monitor. She has a frequency range of 60 to 75 Hertz. I have it set at 60 because I'm half blind as it is, so why increase the refresh rate. All of our settings here look as it should. I have everything maxed out to the maximum max of the max. We have everything there. So there's nothing new in the mod hub yet. I don't believe so. I did check before I came on. I didn't see anything. It's probably a bit early yet. Medium tractors. I don't know. Not too sure about this stuff. Now, there is a new updated test list published by Giants. I did read it before I came on. There is actually a TerraTrack version of the class Axion. So that's the 930-960. So it looks like we're going to get some kind of modified version of this. So this one here, this thing. So the TerraTrack. It looks like someone is going to bring out a PC modded version. Maybe a US version of the TerraTrack. Who knows? Let's see. Nothing really of interest for me there, to be honest. How big is that header? 41 foot. Still no interest in that. Class Mega Pack. Well, hopefully we get that comes back again. That has disappeared from the testing list, so hopefully we get something back up and running again for that. I don't really do logging, so it makes no difference to me. Do have the core too. Hey Kylie, how are you? How are things? Scorpion DK Gaming, how are you, sir? How are things? So yeah, no mods so far. That doesn't mean they won't appear. Nothing so far. Push prompt. I don't think I'm going to look at that one. So let's just take a look at our mod list again. I will be taking a look at the Dudesvar here. So I have a modded version of the Dudesvar. Obviously this isn't on the mod hub. It's from one of the old dodgy websites. But it is from the Forbidden Mod team. So FBM, Forbidden Mod team. So we're taking a look at that. And I'm also finally going to compare the 3 Mahindra retrievers that I have. So I'm actually going to do that right away. Yes. And then we shall be continuing on from yesterday and continuing the harvesting. we are getting ready for the Borgalt DLC. As I said, if you are on console, Mr. CDP, with his awesomely epic beard, has posted a review of the Borgalt DLC for console on his channel. So he is running PS4, even though he does have access to a PC, but he still makes content for PS4. Rightio. So look, we're going to lash right into it here. We're not going to mess about. We're going to get the Mahindras. Okay, so I've got 3 of them here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to see these ones here are the official versions, okay? Mahindra Ricciville 1000, and then you have the limited edition black version. This is a modded version that I downloaded. So we're going to take a look at all 3, okay? So there's no options on that. Okay, yes. We have this one, no options once again. Okay. Now, I don't believe there's any difference between this. 83 horsepower, 34 liters of fuel, 60 mph. No difference whatsoever. So it's just a color change. Now, this is the modded version. Okay. So you do have options here, as you can see. So the base specs are the same. Now, let me just check the... so it says the capacity here on the back is 679 liters. Let me check that one. So that's 460. So it does appear to have a larger capacity in the back here. So I will be comparing that. You do have color options, so you can choose whatever the hell you want. Let's say we wanted to do something like, I don't know, that. Even though that looks pretty stupid. Let's go back to the default. Let's see what's here. Mahindra red. So you could go with that, okay? If you want to color match it a little bit. So you do have options. Good morning, Noel. How are you, sir? How are things? So you do have options on this. So you have the wheel brands, you have Lizard and Nokia. No, I don't particularly, the Lizard definitely looks better, doesn't it? Yeah. And then you have options here. You have off-road, you have street. I definitely think the off-road is better. You have a design here, default, beacons at the top. Now, I've taken a look at this before. I just don't like the circular bulb design. Just don't. I wish they were just standard. You have work lights, and then you have, all of them. So we're going to go with the work light option. Okay. Then you have a kind of a horsepower thingy here. So you have the 61 kilowatt, which is 83 horsepower, and you can juice it up to 105. It doesn't change anything else, just the horsepower. Okay. So we're going to release that. So we are going to take a look and compare all these. We will continue our harvesting. As you see, I have everything. Everything is in a. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay. Now. So. This is the official Giants limited edition Mahindra Ricciville 1000. If I can actually speak properly. I'm not slurring my words. No, I haven't been drinking. Okay. And this is the other version. Okay. The normal standard red one. And this is the modified version. Alrighty. So I'm just going to make a little bit of space here. So we are going to compare these chaps. you know, what is the difference? What has the modder done that makes them all so different? Well, you can already see on the top here, he has added the lights. And the lights in the back here as well. Okay, now I can show you that. So there's the first stage. We have the second stage. Alrighty, and then the third stage. So you have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. So 1, 2. Well, you've only got one stage. That's it. So there's the lights there. Okay. Now he did say that he made some alterations on the back of this vehicle. So I'm just trying to determine what he actually did. You do have a ball hitch in the back, which is good. I like that. I'm sure this one has it as well. Okay, let's reverse. So I'm not seeing a huge difference there. Not seeing a huge difference. Now, I wonder why the capacity from one to the other is higher. Has he changed in some ways? Oh, move forward, dude. I mean, I don't see anything. No, I do not see any, you know, major physical differences there. I really should take a look at the what he actually said in the patch notes. Is there anything different inside, I wonder? Once again, I can't see anything substantially different. You know, you do get some color options on this thing, which is, you know, perfectly fine. You know, but I can't see anything massively different outside of the, you know, the lights and stuff. You know, there isn't a huge difference between them. Although, let me see that there. And you do get color options here. So you see that. So you can obviously paint this, and this is kind of standard color. Main retriever 4x4, and retriever 4x4. So what do you think? I mean, personally, is you know, I'm looking at this stuff to try and, you know, eliminate mods. If I can, you know, I don't want to have 3 copies of the same mod. You know, if I can, you know, just get rid of them. You know, personally, I think I will go with this one because it does have options. You know, it has it does have the nice extra working lights, which can be very useful, especially at nighttime. Especially on the back as well. It does have that little bit extra horsepower juice, you know. Can I refill this? No, son of a bitch. So it's 679 liters. shouldn't have done that. That was a bit dumb. Hey, Nathaniel, how are you, sir? How are things? Let's just check the capacity, actually, just in case. So he has increased the capacity on the back. So that's 460. All right. Fasten. I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all now, my friend. Just waiting on some new mods to see what comes out today. I didn't see anything hugely exciting on the test list, I must admit. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, dudes. So all these chaps now will follow me. Where are they? The hell is this guy doing? Where's he going? Hurry up, dudes. Come on. Jeez. Workers. So what do you think of this, guys? What do you think of this little thing? You like this kind of mod? Obviously, this is only on PC. I think it's pretty cool, though. I think it's got some good options. We need to go down to our farm here and unload a little bit of... Oh, crap. So that means the worker has lost me. Son of a bitch. You know what? I bet it's the bloody... It's gotta be the traffic, isn't it? Son of a bitch. How the hell did he get stuck there? There is? Is that on is that on console, or is that the 600 series? Or the 700i, because I have all those. Seriously, he's blocked this. Oh my, what an idiot. And now, of course, the bloody traffic is going to get in my way. I'm going to have to turn the traffic off here. Let me turn it off. Say that. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, let's try that again. Hurry up, come on. Where's this? Oh my god. What a bunch of Muppets. Everyone is getting stuck. Yeah, that's his the 600 series and the 700 series that JHHG has. Um, I have. He did put out an advisory saying for people on PC shouldn't download the console versions or the mod hub versions because his versions from his official Facebook page will be of superior quality. Uh, because the mod hub versions, he'll have to reduce the poly count. He's going to have to take out certain wheel options, like Goodyear, because Giants don't have the license for certain wheel brands, so they'll have to be taken out, and the poly count will have to be reduced as well, and probably certain. Are you kidding me? He did it again. What the hell? Oh dear. These guys are dumb as a box of bricks. Look at this. What a bunch of idiots. Holy buckets. The hell? Oh my days. So, yeah, bloody follow me is not working very well today. Come on, dudes. Jesus. What a bunch of clowns. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of two of the versions. So, the original Giants version and the limited edition version. I'm going to get rid of those, and I'm just gonna keep the modded version because it's really really good. So I'm gonna keep this one. Now we are going to be taking a look at the modded Dutesfar 9. So that's from the Forbidden Mods group. So you know, it'll be a modded version with various options. Do many of you guys use these Mahindras or the Gators? Do you like any of this stuff? I don't really use them too often, to be honest. But I do like to see versions that have been, base game mods that have been enhanced by, people. And it wasn't too bad to rent this stuff. There we go. Alrighty then. Okay, let's move on. So the Dutesfar 9. Dutesfar. Where the hell is Dutesfar? Well, that's the modded version. So here's the Dutesfar. Okay. All right. So 295 horsepower, 37 mph. It actually goes 39 in game. So you've got the various engine setups: 295, 312, 336, and then you have the black edition. All right, the Warrior. Your usual standard, wheel weights, wide tires plus weights, twin wheels, rear twins, and back to standard. So for the purposes of this, we are going to go with just the standard, just for testing purposes. Okay, so here is the FMB, Forbidden Mods version. Yeah, FBM. Okay, so this is the modded version. Alrighty. So we're going to go over and see, what's different, what's been added, blah, blah, blah. So you do have lots of, there's quite a few options here, actually, I must say. So rim colors, red, okay, silver. Now, just for funsies and giggles, let's go with red. Main color. So you have Dude's Green 1, Green 2, Green 3, Green 4, Warrior color, Green Chrome, Black Chrome. Ooh, okay. Ugh. I really don't like these metallic kind of color thingies. I really don't like that stuff. So that's the standard version. I would have liked it if we could change it to red, but it is what it is. Oh, I don't know about that one. Let's try that one. Let's go with that one, actually. And let's go with, no, not silver. Excuse me. Let's go with, so what's changing that in design color? Oh, we have license plates, see that? License plates have been added. And on the top. So what's changing? What am I missing here? What's changing? Oh, it's the it's this part here. See that? Yeah, it's that. Now I see. Okay. So we'll just leave it like that so you can see what's changing there. So we have options. Trelleborg, Michelin, the hell? Mitas. Ooh, hello. Ooh. It doesn't have 3D tracks though. That's definitely not 3D. So let's go through it. Trelleborg. Standard, wheel widths, wides, no, TM160. Okay. Twin wheels, rear twins. Ooh, oh, that is different. Look at that. So these are, kind of narrows, twin wheels, but narrows on the outside. Ooh, holy buckets, look at that thing. Oh, oh, look at that. Double weights on both wheels. Look at the size of the wheels on this thing. Holy Toledo. Now that is a chunky child. Look at that. Holy buckets. Look at the difference in the size of it. Oh my days, look at that. Nice. Michelin, let's see what options we have. Axio bib. Standard. So just two options. Oh, I like the fact that the seat goes up and down like that. See that? Mitas, just standard. Okay, no options there. Lizard, you got a crawler track, but that's it. And it definitely isn't 3D because I can see it there. It's not a 3D track, but it's still nice to have an option. So I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna Trelleborgs, and I'm gonna go with the Terrace. Look at the size of that thing! Holy buckets! So you get no warnings. So for you American people who don't like the European signs, wait for fenders. What's changing there? No warnings. Warnings with front fenders, but nothing is changing there. Without front fenders. Uh, Chrome. Let's see what's going on here. No warnings. Okay. Warnings. With front fenders, but I don't see where's the. It's not doing anything. Can anyone see what is being changed there? Because I can't. No warnings. See, I can't read the whole text to see what it's bloody well saying. No warnings. Warnings. With front fenders. Without front fenders. Yeah, I cannot see what is changing there. I'm sure there is something, but I can't see it. So we're going to put that one in there. And then we're going to go to the terminal. So it puts a terminal inside the cab. You can see it there. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard, but just, let me see, can I get it? Let me see that. So you can see the terminal there. So there's 3 terminals you can put on. So none. You can put an Amazon, a Lemken, a Kuhn, and then all 3. So let's put all 3 in. So you've got the engine set up, 312, 366. Oh, hello. Holy buckets, look at this. So the base version, or the in-game version goes to 336. And then you have a chip-tuned version, which goes to 450. And it changes the, it'll put logos. See the way the logo's gone on that? And it's putting some, it's doing quite a bit. Look at that. Oh, that is nice. That is sweet. Look at that. So it's adding all that stuff there. Is it doing anything else, I wonder? Not that I can see. That's very detailed on the back there. Look at that. Look at all that level of detail. I don't know if there's any IC on this thing either. So here we have the 2 boys. So you can instantly see, the difference between the standard, tires and the big boys, big floaters. Look at the size of those things. Holy Toledo. You know what? I actually like the color on this thing. That isn't too bad at all. Ooh, nice startup sound. Ooh. totally different sound. You hear that? Let's do it again. Now listen to this. Ho, 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 ho. That is a beefy, beefy engine right there. So she's full tilt boogie right now. Oh man, this is a nice tractor. Oh man, this is like weak sauce compared to the other one. Totally different sound engine sound. It's completely different. Oh, very, very different. Very, very different. So let's just take a look and see, can we see anything else that has been, you know, altered on the model? Because, you know, sometimes they can do additional work on it. So obviously you have the license plate up there, which isn't on this one. But in terms of the detailing on the back, not that I'm instantly seeing. It all looks pretty identical back here. Let's check out the reverse lights in this, if there has any. So it does. You see that? This is a big feature for me that I really like on tractors, and I wish more of them had it. Okay, I'll get into the shadow area. See the light there? That's the reverse light. Let's see, does this have it? It does. Hey, Ariel. Ariel Baz, how are you? Unfortunately, Ariel, this is a English-speaking stream. So, English language only, please. Apologies. Let's check out the basic functions here. As one would expect, you know, everything does function as it should. Left blinky, right blinky. Lights, 1, 2, 3. I think these are LED. Excuse me. Yeah, they're LED. So you can see there that they have installed different lights on the model as well. Alright. They're kind of your standard white light. And here's a kind of a, you know, kind of a different color temperature. You see that? So these are, you know, what they would call LEDs. Is there something going on in the back here? There is, you know. Hold on a second. Let me get these side by side. Alright, Noel. Thank you very much, sir. So I do see something different here. There are lights up here. See here? There are square lights that have been added to the model that are not on this one. So yeah, there has absolutely been lights. So you can see them there. Let me check the front. See if there's anything been added here. Excuse me. No, I don't see any additional lights on the front that's been added. And I don't see anything additional on the front either. Now, the one thing I would have thought, if they were going to do this model, why didn't they make the grille here transparent? Right? I mean, if they were going to do this, you know, all this kind of area here, to my knowledge, should be transparent. Or at least some of it, like this part should be transparent. And this part should be transparent. Now, I'm going to have to check out the real world tractors, but I'm pretty sure that that is the case. So yeah, they've added extra lights on the back. Obviously, you have the chrome, the chrome section here as well. That's been added. I don't see anything else on the side here. I do like the there's kind of a metallic tint to it. So the logo on the side here. It's kind of a, kind of a chrome effect on there. See what the warrior is? So they've added a kind of a chrome effect to it. Kind of matches the top here as well. Let me check the top of this. Let's check that out there. Let's see what's up there. So there's a little bit of chrome there on the top. Oh, they have. See, they've also put some chrome on the front here. You see that? Yeah, they put some chrome on the front here. So they've done some, interesting cosmetic changes to this tractor. They certainly have. And there are probably other minor little things that I'm missing. But yeah, they've most certainly put in a fair amount of work into this thing. So even we can go in cab. So let's check out. In cab. Let's see the difference here. So let's get a good shot of that. So we can see if there's any differences. So I am seeing a little bit of a difference at the bottom here. So you see where the red pedal is? There seems to be like a black hole that isn't present on this. So you see that? See where the red pedal is moving up and down? So let's check out the displays on this thing. Let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing. So the displays pretty much look the same. I don't see anything major difference there. You can't see where the license plate has been attached to the front. So let's pan over here and let's take a look at this. Let's just go up here and take a look at this here, see if there's any difference here. I mean, obviously the consoles have been added, but yeah, there's no other major difference there. So we'll just go here. Okay. Let's check that out there. Yeah. So you can see that the 3 consoles have been added here. There, there are no other major differences internally to the actual, model itself. They have added the consoles here, and then you have, the thing on the back. Is there anything here? No. What else is here? Anything else that I can see? Let's see if there's any interactive control on this. Let's see if there's any open crane tool. What the hell is open crane tool? Okay, what is this? Oh, open crane tool. So you can open the front and back windows. Okay. And you can open this side door here. I don't know why they would call it lift front loader tool. What's this? Lift front loader tool. Lift front loader tool. That's not it. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I'm missing it, aren't I? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So it's the it's the signs. See that? Yeah, it's the signs. The warning signs. You can put them in and out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right. And then on the top here, you can open the sunroof. All right. I don't know if that's featured on the other model. Let me check that out. No, there's no options whatsoever in this. See that? Yeah, there's nothing there. So that's, yet more features of this thing compared to the other model. So as I said, you can open the sunroof. You can close the warning signs in and out if you want to. All right. You can open the back window, and you can open the side door. So yeah, there's a lot of nice options now been added to this. I definitely think this is the far superior version. If you're into the Dutsvar, this is the one to get. Absolutely, especially with these massive tires. These are bloody floaters, and they have dual, they have wheel weights all round. So absolutely, this would be the one to get. And then if you wanted to, you could probably get a weight with that. Okay, isn't there a Dutsvar weight here? No? Small. What's the maximum weight of this? That's not it. There you go. There's Dutsvar. Okay. And we could change the main color to that. So we could go with the Dutsvar, the Dutsvar color. Gray, Ico, metal. We could do that. Yeah, so we could do that type of thing. if you wanted to. Obviously you change the color of it, but you know, if you wanted to have the complete package, you can do that. So I think the last thing to do is check out the horn. Turn off this one. I wonder if the weight is on the front is unbalancing it. Because since I put the weight on it, let's take off the weight. Let's try that again. The weight could be screwing it up. Yeah, it was the weight. Yeah, now she's absolutely perfect. Oh, holy buckets, look at that. Ha! Well, there's a huge difference. Let's go in closer. Right, so there we go. My final opinion, my friends. This is if you like the Dudes 9, this is the only thing you should be getting. The in-game version is now like dead in the water, in my opinion. This is the bad boy to get. This thing is absolutely fantastic. There's so many features on this thing that, you know, there's no question you should be getting this. And you know, you've got a nice new option now. If you want to go to, you know, juice up the horsepower to 450, you can do that. If you want to leave it at the standard 336, you can do that too. You have options now. You have a lot more options. You have a lot more things you can do with this track that you couldn't do before. It looks fantastic. It's very high quality. There's no bugs. Loads of wheel options. This is a superb mod by Forbidden Mods. Absolutely. Now this obviously isn't on console or the mod hub. You can get this from you know, forbiddenmods.de. But yes, my friends, this is a 5 gold stars for me. This is a fantastic mod. Really, really good. Okay. So let us return this equipment. We don't need this anymore. That was just me testing it out. Okay. I'll save the game again. Right. So, okay. Let's continue on with what we were doing. So, these 2 fields have been harvested, and this is the 3rd one here. And we're going to finish off this job here. So we are going to get our fleet going. We are going to empty these trailers out. And we're going to continue on with the harvesting. So yeah, that's another couple of mods that I wanted to take a look at. It helps me out as well, knowing what mods I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. Because my mod folder is holy buckets. I've got 18 gigabytes of mods, and it's always wise to pick and choose at this point. What you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. Here's the second trailer here. So these two trailers hold 80,000 liters each, so 160,000. There we go. So yeah, I mean tomorrow we should have the Borgalt DLC. So my plan for today is to finish off the last of the harvesting, and we're going to get ready for we're going to get things ready for Borgalt. Now, what I do want to do is um, I need I need to I need to do a little bit of seeding. I want to check out the weeder. We're getting a new weeder. So I'm going to need something to plant a crop with, and I need something big that I can do with, fairly efficiently and quickly. So what we are going to do, my friends, is we're going to go balls to the wall here. So we're going to get the big boy here, the 25 meter seeder. We're going to release that. And then we are going to get the cheap cart here because, we don't need anything major. And then we are going to use our piece of equipment here, which is the Adco Ideal 1000. So this is 517 horsepower. Should be more than enough to do the job. I don't know if I'm going to go into the river here, but what the hell, we'll try. Hey, not too bad. Yes. Wasn't too shabby. Wasn't sure if I was going to lose my tractor there. So this should be more than enough for what we needed to do. So we'll try doing the C cart first. I don't think this will fill, will it? Cover. I think this will fill here. Will not. That pisses me off. But what can you do? Should be able to fill the seed though. Okay, what are we going to plant? Uh, let's just put that in there. Let us get a fertilizer bag. Oh, what the hell is going on? Okay. Confused. I'm not sure if this goes on the back or the front. Does anyone know if this goes on the back or the front? Bloody hell. Oh, crap. Houston, I think I'm doing this wrong. Well, bloody hell. I mean, obviously, this thing isn't designed to go with this. You know, I mean, the connection hoses would actually attach. But you know what the hell? Screw it. Let's just do it. It'll still work, but it doesn't look right. But what the hell? Oh, crap. Oh, my days. This is swinging all over the place. So yeah, I mean, you know, these two pieces of equipment, you know, they're not designed to mate with each other, but it will still work. Right, let's zoom out here. Let's see, can I get this a little bit better? This could be hard though, especially with the thing on the back. Oh lordy. Oh Lord have mercy, come on. You can do it. Lower. No, lift. What the hell am I going to plant here? Let's put soybeans down. Let's find a worker. Now, let's see if I'm getting two states here. Yes, excellent. So, yeah. So I put slurry down first. And now the, you know, it's been seeded a second time. Hey, Chris. Are you, sir? How are things? So yeah, it's finally working. Thank the gods. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So now we'll buy seed and buy. Save the game. Move the cursor out of the way. There we go. So we're going to do we're putting down soybeans on this field because with the Borgalt DLC coming out tomorrow, I want to try out the new weeder we're getting, the 27-meter weeder. So I want the field with weeds in it, first stage weeds, ready, so I can I can use the weeder on it. So that's what we're doing here. We're putting on soybeans. So we'll let that do its thing. And then we're going to finish off the harvest. Chris, have you checked the mod hub yet? Are there any new mods out yet today? These guys have been sitting here for ages, costing me a fortune in workers' fees. So that should be 80,000 here. Let's see. What the hell is this guy doing? So he just moved off. Okay, let's get this guy. Oh, right. Yeah, the old Corona beer thing is getting more more serious by the day. Not looking good. I suppose at some point in the near future we could all be working from home. It'll be interesting to see if we all get paid still though. If we're all working from home. I read a thing that apparently 1.9 million Irish people could potentially get the Corona beer thingy. That'll be interesting. Let's get out of that guy's way. Yeah, especially with if people in I don't know what I don't think the HSE will be able to cope. To be perfectly honest, you had a situation in Cork where 60 members of staff were told to self-isolate. I mean, most on even a normal day, you know, there's no way any hospital could afford to lose 60 members of staff. So things could get very bad very quickly. I do know, for example, all the outpatient appointments and elective surgeries in the UH University Hospital group had all of their appointments cancelled. As you, I'm sure, are very aware, our health system is on the brink of collapse, even on like the best of days. There's no scope whatsoever for any kind of major incident, or if there was any kind of mass casualty event or natural disaster, anything like that. you know, the health system would implode. And I think we're going to see a good example of that in the next few weeks. But like always, as you know, they don't pay the staff enough, and we have, you know, budget restrictions. So everything is budgeted. Beds are shut down. ICU beds are shut down. Outsourcing, you know, outsourcing doctors and nurses to, you know, agency staff, as they call them. You know, of course, agency staff don't have the same, you know, rights as, you know, full-time members of staff, and that's why, you know, they can pay them, you know, less and stuff. What's going on up here? What the hell? Where am I going? Just stop in for a second. Let's get this guy unloaded here. Let's go over and see what this chap is doing. Get in. Buckets. Okay, so yeah, we're almost done here. Okay, so he's off. That's fine. So I'm gonna have to monitor this because they're all gonna clash into each other pretty quickly. You know what? I think I'll actually, I think I'll jump into this chap here and bring him down to the bottom field. Because he's pretty much done there. No, we can unload him as well. There we go. Yeah, so those two guys will finish off the last of this. Do 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 do. There we go. So that's that's two of them done. We can get this guy here. So, yay! Mission accomplished. So that's 3 fields of 4 done. Excuse me. There we go. Good stuff. Now, so what's next? Well, we have one more field at the bottom there that needs to be done, so I guess we'll do that next. And we shall use the follow me to accomplish that task. And yeah, all three of these guys now will follow me. As soon as he gets off his ass and follows me. Come on, dude. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do the last field here. So that's done. We'll do this one, and then we are fully finished. Hey, Julian, how are you, sir? How are things? Yeah, I actually, someone posted on the Giants forum that he had put up a review of the the Borgalt. What did you think of it? I'm not too bad, no, Julian. Not too bad at all. We're just excuse me. We're just essentially preparing for the Borgalt. We're just, harvesting the last of these sunflowers. So we've got three chaps here working away. I'm just going to put a bit of a headland on this area. Give the workers an easier time with things. This chap here is he's doing soybeans. I did want to put down a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe like do half the field. I want weeds to grow here so I can test out the new 27-meter weeder that we are getting. So that's what's going on at the moment there. So I think maybe I'll let him, I don't know, that's 25 meters. I'll let him do one more pass and then I'll stop him. So I don't want to do all of the field. Or will I? I'm not sure. You know what? Screw it. I've two fields here. Let him work away there. We'll let weeds grow on that field. Right, let's bring these chaps down. That was cool of him. Yeah, I like, it's, you have to give him credit that he stays loyal to the I mean, he started on PS4, so he hasn't turned to the dark side as yet. let us unload these trailers. What did you think of? Did you think of it, Julian? I did get confirmation today that I have been talking about there's in real life those Borgald seed carts. They have a hydraulic boom lift arm on them for for lifting seed bags, but while it is modeled on the Giants 3D model, it doesn't actually work, unfortunately. It's just for show, which is a bit sad. Would have been nice if if they were physically working. Hopefully the modders maybe can step in and do something with it. There we go. Lovely jubbly. I say I'm rather impressed by these trailers. Very nice. They work very well. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate the fact, but there's no tip collisions on the top, right? So if you enter, I'll just show you here. If you enter a building like this, and you unfold it or tip it, it'll there's nothing at the top. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. There's no collision on it. So even if you have a building like that, you're not gonna your trailer isn't gonna freak out and go mad because there's no collision on the top of these things. So someone has a full grain tank. One would assume it's this chap over here. Is he still going? He is. So what's going on? So who's done? Okay, it's this guy over here. So it'll be interesting to see how much sunflowers I get off all these 4 fields. I don't know, hoping for maybe 1 million liters, but we'll see. So I think I can stop this guy. I think that's more than enough a headland. So I suppose if you wanted to, you could, if you had enough horsepower, you could add, more trailers. I didn't go past 2, because I think I might be playing with fire if I added more than 2 trailers. So just let that guy do his thing there. Let's see if anybody else needs to be unloaded here. So yeah, I'll once I finish up here, I'll go and take a look at Mr. CDP's video. I haven't actually seen it yet. Hopefully, Giants sorted out DJ as well. Hopefully he got it today. Hopefully, someone took note of the fact that he didn't get it. So we'll see how things go, but I don't know, maybe these two trailers will be enough to get all of this field done. It's hard to say. Maybe not. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Let's let this unload here. Right. Okay. Nothing I can do about that right now. I'll just leave that there. Yeah, so we are doing we're doing sugar beets. Got a large field here, so that's what I have done. Then I've got down here. I've got carrots here and onions up here. So yeah, carrots and onions. And these are obviously these were soybeans, but they're all harvested now. This is my little empire that I own. All right, thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. That's what I own so far. Eventually, once I, my aim is to own the entire map. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Making progress all the time. But once I do own the map, then yeah, I'll move on to something else. I wonder if there's any improvement in the price of sugar beets. The price is going down. Ooh. Oh, no, hold on. Sugarcane I should be looking at. Oh, so it's going up. Okay. So it's currently 430. I've got like 1.4 million liters of sugarcane. I'm gonna wait for that to to mature. So this is the like the beach area. I haven't really explored this much, to be perfectly honest. I haven't had a reason to to really go down here. I don't even know. I wonder if these open. I have no idea. No idea if that's. I mean, it would be nice if that worked. That was an enterable building. It's obviously just for show. It's a fairly large space, you could fit vehicles in there. This stuff here, see that stuff? That's sand. You can mine that. I haven't done a huge amount with mining. I've done a little bit of mining coal, but you know, I haven't explored mining too much. This guy is almost done. So the tip collisions are a little bit off on this thing. Could be lowered down into the you know, into the cart area. It's a little bit high for my taste. But you know, it's a minor thing. Still a very good mod. You can see it there. It's kind of, you know, kind of floating. But then again, a lot of mods are like that. Or a lot of trailer mods, I should say. Right, now we'll just get this guy here. There we go. Let's line this up again. Do you know, Julian, if there are any mods out yet or not? I should probably check on my phone to see if there's anything. Okay, so let's get this guy down here, and we should be done. Another 120,000 liters. There we go. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Let's get this other guide up here. Yeah, Welker Farms. There are very large fields on like field 6 and field 12 on Ravensport would be good. Obviously Ricciville here, you know, you've got massive fields that you can use it on. Pacific Northwest I think as well as a good choice. At the bottom of the map there are quite a few, you know, large fields that you can take advantage of. Having problems trying to line this up with the two trailers. It's kind of difficult. The camera will only zoom out so far. So can I, get this together? Let's see about that. Come on. So the capacity of these two is 160,000. 14,000 should do it. Well, wow. I mean, how long is that Millennium Farmer Mark taking now? I mean, you know, there was talk of it coming out in December, and then it never came out. Now we're into March. Uh, my kind of philosophy with that particular map is, you know, don't talk about it until it actually comes out. You know, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. I have no idea when it's gonna surface. Just have to wait and see. Almost done here now. Yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to necessarily prejudge Mapper's Paradise just because they made mistakes on Welker's Farm doesn't necessarily mean that they will make mistakes on the Millennium Farmer map. So, you know, I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt. So, you know, I'll certainly be. You know, I'll wait for it to come out, see what it's like. It might even take one or two patches first before, you know, it's fully realized and bug fixed. Because even with the most extensive testing in the world, you're always going to find bugs. Because, you know, if you have a certain small pool, limited pool of beta testers, you know, different people, once you release it into the, you know, the general public, you know, people are going to play the map to hell, and they're going to be doing all sorts of scenarios that you'd never think of doing as a beta tester. So they'll push the map to the limits and find things, you know, that a beta tester wouldn't necessarily find. Hey Phil, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Yeah, I think that's the right approach, and it's kind of the attitude that Alien Jim has. You know, don't talk about it until it's close to, you're absolutely sure it's going to be close to being done. Actions speak louder than words, as the saying goes. I saw that. I saw that, Nathaniel. I went on their website and I checked out their stuff. They're a small Canadian company. If you actually see their website, they don't have a huge amount of models. They have a potato washer that I thought would be interesting. We don't have too many potato washers in game. So that they could put that in there. They had a couple of wagons, trailer type things. Uh, for transporting potatoes, potato trailers. But they had about, I don't know, 8 or 9 pieces of equipment that I saw. Nothing vastly, interesting. Uh, I don't do a lot of potato thingies. Hey, Tiny, how are you, sir? How are things? Tiny, I don't know if you remember, but sir, your stream was epic, absolutely epic last night, Tiny. Good on you, sir. Good on you. So yeah, I mean, another brand is another brand. It's always nice to have new stuff. But yeah, they're fairly small Canadian company. They don't have a huge amount of equipment and stuff like that. We'll see what they come up with. They have said that they want to try and get more of their equipment in game. It all depends on what, it's not necessarily what they want, it's what Giants want as well. They also had a potato belt thingy. We in the potato section we have a belt thingy. They had one of those. They had some kind of automated sorting machine for potatoes. I saw. I'm not sure what it does. I think maybe it sorts the size of potatoes into different groups, something like that. Oh, Tiny, you sir were in rare form last night. Rare form. Hilarious stuff. Even Mrs. Tiny was hitting you with pillows, which is hilarious. And you mentioned as well that our good friend Mr. Ordy Allen, he banned you from his Twitch stream. That's not very nice, is it, Tiny? Not very nice at all. Oh, I must have a word with Mr. R.D. Allen. Poor form from him, I'm afraid. Yeah, I remember something about hot wax. I remember something about a Mexican hottie removing said hot wax. Something along those lines. It's even a bit of a blur to me. Something about having a bald head on your rear, something like that. But yes, there was shenanigans aplenty last night. Drinking and farming always guarantee shenanigans and epic crashes. There's something about that guy, that Artie Allen. I don't know, he's a bit of a dick. But it's not just because he's a bit of a dick. It's just the way he comes across on camera. You know, he comes out like a bit of a douchebag. It's kind of the way I feel about. I don't know if you've ever seen him, Tiny, or anyone. There's a guy on YouTube called Raptor, and he wears shades when he's streaming. And that guy just has he has this smug, arrogant, condescending, douchebaggery. Just, he's just one of these guys that has a punchable face. He's a seriously punchable snout in him that I just, oh my god. Anytime I see that guy, I'm not sub to him, but he does pop up on my feed sometimes. I just look at him and I just want to punch the big nose off of him. I don't condone violence, but there's something about that guy. Oh man. And no, I know he doesn't do face cam, but there's another guy. There's the Rad Brad. He does all sorts of game reviews. There's just something. I've watched him. I've watched his stuff. There's just something. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's something disingenuous about the guy. The Rad Brad. He always starts out his streams with thanking people for. You changed my life. It's just the way he says it that just, I don't know, he just comes across to me as being disingenuous. But there are some pretty cool Twitch streamers who do a farming simulator and who do ATS. I can't think of their names offhand, but I am subscribed. With Twitch, you can, what kind of content do you want? So I have farming simulator up, and American Truck Simulator. And no, Tiny, I have not been drinking. I'm just having a difficult time saying words today for some reason. It's possible I've been exposed to some Corona beer. Maybe not. So we're almost done now with this bloody thing, thank God. Shouldn't be too much longer now. I did actually read that YouTube are going to revise you can't say the Corona beer word on YouTube. They did put out some tweets today, YouTube, because someone reported on it, that they're reviewing their policy about that, banning certain words, and hopefully we shall be able to actually say the words out loud without being demonetized for something as stupid as a series of words. Yes, the Corona beer virus. It's making people very, very drunk all over the world. I hope you have stocked up, Tiny, on toilet paper. Apparently, there is a worldwide shortage of toilet paper. So, yeah. What the hell is this guy doing? Do we have a repair point around here somewhere? Is it everywhere, Phil? Holy buckets. What the hell am I... You know... Jeez, you need bog roll. I'm not using newspaper or leaves. My posterior rear is, you know, very sensitive in that area, you know. So I like my luxury 15 ply toilet paper, which is scented and has moisturizer on it. You know, you cannot put a price on your you can't put a price on your toilet paper. You should always buy the good stuff. Oh, it's going to be with us for a while, Tiny. It's going to be with us for a while, my friend. It's going to be. You know what? I don't know, and maybe someone can actually answer this for me because I haven't researched it. If you get the Corona beer thingy, right? And let's say you self isolate yourself for 14 days, which is what they recommend. But the point is, if you get it, okay, and then you get better, can you get sick again after that? Can you get it again? That's the one thing I don't know. So I mean, you know, once you get it, is that it? You get it once and that's it? Or can you just, you know, can you get it again and again and again? I have no idea. I think there's a little bit. Let me check that out there. Is there a little bit there? There's usually a little bit of invisible crop. Oh no, you can get the luxury toilet paper with 10 and 15 ply and stuff like that. Oh yeah, you know, $20 per roll. Oh yeah, that's out there. There we go. Because I have no clue about that. I mean, jeez, you know. I suppose it's the same for influenza. You know, if you got influenza and then you recover from it, can you get it straight away again? I have no idea. Crap. Not that much left. Holy buckets. I don't know what it is or what it's going to involve into. Once it's moving through, you know, the population of the planet, the thing could bloody, you know, it could mutate into something else, something worse. You know, I mean, that's known to happen. It's hard to predict how it's going to go, to be honest. Hard to predict. A German Shepherd named Bruce. Is he a puppy or fully grown, or what is he? Oh, as I said, you know, on my stream yesterday, Tiny, I got influenza in February 2016, and the bloody thing, like, I'm not getting it, nearly took me out. So, you know, I do have a compromised immune system, so, you know, I need to be, you know, it wouldn't be advisable for me now to drink too much Corona, you know. What they're saying is that, you know, it's people with, you know, underlying illnesses, weak immune systems, you know, the elderly, the frail, you know, people like that, people who are people who subset. I can't say the word. You know, people who are, you know, kind of prone to getting sick and stuff like that. Say that again? Russia, by ignoring OPEC and pumping more oil, managed to shut down the US stock market for 15 minutes? Holy crap, that is serious. Um, Holy buckets, that's a big deal. What is Russia playing at? I mean, shit. Are they trying to put us on the brink of bloody war? Maybe Russia's behind the Corona beer. Russia has been very aggressive in its activities in the last few years. I don't know, maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe, you know, Russia is one of the, you know, largest oil producing, you know, cartels on the planet. Maybe they know that there's only a certain amount of fossil fuel left, as in oil, before the, you know, the wells dry up. Maybe they have the inside scoop and they're trying to, you know, it's a power play. Impressive, Tiny? By driving? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm an excellent driver. I'm absolutely fantastic. Despite what Newell would lead you to believe, my driving skills are absolutely impeccable. So that's all of the work done. I don't think I'm going to need to do anything else at this point. I mean, we have everything ready at this point. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. So, Julian, are you going to be streaming soon? Because I can, you know, I can jump off at any point, my friend. If you want to, you know, if you want to stream. Oh no, 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 that's not. I have to unload that guy. Go back, go back, go back. So you know, at any point now, if you want me to jump off here, I'm happy to do that. Interesting. I mean, you would imagine that they would cut production to increase the price. Why would they increase production? I thought the whole point was to make money. I mean, you know, the future is going to be an energy crisis in the next, you know, 20, 30, 40 years. With fossil fuels, you know, drying up, you know, it's going to be energy. that you know, ultimately will seal our fate, I think. Anyways, I won't be around anyway, so you know, not going to bother me. Right to you. Fold. Oh, he's done. Oh, cool. Excellent. Oh, we have weeds. Yay! Excellent. Nice one. What's the time? What's the time? What's the time? Save the game. Yeah, Julian, I can literally just jump off here now. No problem. Let me just put this. Let me just sell this stuff. Let me put this back. I don't need this anymore. Is there anything else I can get rid of here? No. Right. Yeah, there we go. So, excellent. That's what I wanted. So, we have first stage weeds now. So, once the DLC comes out tomorrow, I've got this, you know, in place for, you know, the big weeder, the 27-meter weeder. So, that's why I planted this field. And then we have, you know, we can do these two fields in something else. Hold on, what's going on here? Why is there a line over here? What is that? Me. Did I miss something? Holy buckets, that's quick. Look at that. Woo. Let's slow that down a bit. What am I missing there? What's showing up here? There's nothing there. Yeah, invisible crop, I think. Or just a little piece that I've missed. Anyways, that doesn't matter. So, yeah, there we go. So, listen, my friends, we're going to end the stream there. As I said, I've done everything that I wanted to do. Everything is, you know, pretty much ready now for the Borgalt DLC tomorrow. So, listen, many thanks, my friends. Appreciate you all tuning in. And God willing, we shall see you tomorrow. Because, yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow. I will be showing off the Borgalt DLC. We'll be taking a look over it. You see what it's like, you know, see if there's any bugs, issues, that type of thing. I have, Julian, I'll probably use the quad track. I'll probably use the quad track and I'll probably use the 9RX. So I'm actually going to rent maybe like 4 or 5 of them. And maybe do different crop types with them, you know, to test out the various, you know, crop types that are, you know, each, you know, the air, you know, the air seeders or the air carts, whatever the hell they call it, can actually do. Anyways, right. So we're going to pop off, my friends. We're going to end the stream here. Thank you very much to everyone who tuned in. Julian, Tiny, Nathaniel. Who else did we have? Phil. Who else was there? Chris Larkin. Thank you very much, Chris. Kylie. Kylie, isn't she Farmer Buttons and Farmer Pierce's daughter? I believe she is. Scorpion DK Gaming, Mr. Newall. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you all very much. We shall see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.